So we're in the taxi on the way to brunch.
Going to this place called Dreamers and Seekers. It seems to have quite a nice looking menu, so we're actually quite excited to try it. I'm extremely hungry, so I'm going to devour maybe a full English.
You're going to have full English?
Full English, or like an English breakfast to call it. Minus the hash browns and the mushrooms, I think.
The ceiling might be a little bit low for Kieran.
I am slouching as well, so if I sit up fully straight.
See you when we get to the cafe.
It's cute. So I have got a cocoa latte, which is basically just a fancy name for a hot chocolate. Nikita has gone for an English breakfast tea. It was a Twinings tea. But yeah, we've both gone for a hot drink this morning. Okay, so let's put the mic on because it's quite small in here and also quite loud. So one thing I like to do before sipping it is I like to give it a little twirl. Little swirl. I just like to mix it up, mix the milk and any bit of like chocolate that's gone down to the bottom. Taste test of the cacao latte here at Dreamers and Seekers. That's very nice. It's actually quite hard for myself to find a nice...
Shut up.
What?
What, we're all going to get our violins out for you because you struggle to find this sweet hot chocolate that you like?
It's actually really hard to find a hot chocolate, you know, that suits my taste buds. When I do find one, it's just almost brings tears to my eyes, you know.
That's really nice. Good soup.
Yeah, good soup.
Good soup.
So we've just come out from Sisters and Seekers. That's a clothing brand. So we've just come out from Dreamers and Seekers, and the food was a little bit underwhelming, not gonna lie. We don't know if it was an off day or the things that we ordered weren't really the best things on the menu. Yeah, so we don't know if it was an off day or what was on the menu. What we ordered on the menu wasn't like their best things. I ordered cheese, bean and sausage toaster, but it was quite greasy and oily. And on the menu they had like photographs of the food, and I looked on Instagram before we went as well, and the beans looked like normal baked beans that you get in a tin from England, like Heinz beans, but obviously they wouldn't be Heinz. But when they came, mine were just like a bit like giant kidney beans. They were like purple beans and there were no sauce, so it was quite bland. And then the sausage was really dark meat, so it didn't look like a proper sausage. I said to Kieran, I was like, is this like, and it didn't taste like pork, like a pork sausage. I thought, is it like venison sausage or even a beef sausage? It was like, or lamb. It was just not, just didn't seem right. So yeah, I wasn't fond of mine. And then Kieran's came, and his beans, which they just looked awful. And they were the same like dark purpley brown bean, and then they were just in this like brown water. Whereas the photo on Instagram and on the menu was like normal tomato baked beans. So we've now got about 25 to 30 minute walk to the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. That's just finding a good shit picture. It's a tiny little dog there.
I got the English breakfast, took out the mushrooms to go for an extra egg. It was just quite disappointing. It wasn't really nice. The food was absolutely dog shit. No, I'm only joking. It wasn't that bad. I wouldn't have it again. I wouldn't probably go back again for food. I got the English breakfast, and the piece of toast that I got were the size of croutons. 2 pieces of croutons basically. I got 3 eggs. It also came with beans. They came out and they looked like they'd been put in the leftover of dirty sink water. So I'll put a picture of the beans now and of the breakfast as well, so you can see the size of the bread compared to the eggs. If you do want to go, I'd probably suggest for food to go with waffles. They seem to have a lot of people ordering waffles, so which is what I'm doing right now. Waffling.
This is great banter. It really is.
The Imperial Citadel. This is part of the Imperial Citadel of Thang Long.
The Imperial Citadel of Fan Long, if we've said that correctly.
Oh, sorry, that's the Hanoi Flag Tower.
Okay, that is the Hanoi Flag Tower. So it's my turn to do a bit of vlogging. Which way? Straight on. That was a warning to say I'm not gonna stop. So when we were in Bali, they beeped the cars, but it was like a beep to say, oh, I'm here. Whereas here it's like a beep to say, if you don't move out of the way, I'm gonna hit you. Oh, these little birds. Oh, do you want to see the money?
So this is a 5,000 Vietnamese dong. It has a train station or something. Then got a 10,000 Vietnamese dong. They look like oil rigs. 20,000. Ho Chi Minh again. Some house. I'm very uneducated with Vietnamese culture. And we have a 100,000 Vietnamese dong. Another house or building.
20.
20. Come on.
Come on. In Vietnamese, you say xin chào to say hello, and then to say thank you it's come on, and then to say goodbye it's tam bien.
Tam bien.
Tam bien.
We'll have all the writing on the screen anyway of how to...
I mean, I might be completely butchering the pronunciation.
We're about 5-minute walk away from the mausoleum. We can actually spot it from here.
Oh yeah. It's not got the most powerful zoom, but it's just over there. You see there. So this is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, according to Google. And you know what? I use him as my Google search engine, and most of the time he'll give an answer and he's so confident with his answer that I believe him, but he's not always telling the truth. We're heading just over there.
Okay, time to cross the road. Need to have eyes. There we go. We've made it to the mausoleum of Ho Chi Minh. Big building, isn't it? But yeah, we're going to pay the entry fee and go in and have a little walk around. As you can tell behind me, on this side, Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum. But basically a mausoleum is an above the ground shrine or tomb that's used to be able to pay respects to certain people, and Ho Chi Minh has one, so yeah. Okay, We've made it through the little security. Made it through security basically. You have to get your bags x-rayed and walk through a metal detector. But we are now inside of the Mausoleum Park, I want to call it. I'm guessing this is where they do all the military parades, because you've got sets of lines on the floor, and it's obviously everything's very big as well. So
Yeah, it looks like a runway.
it does look like a runway
Plane runway.
for planes, yeah. So maybe let me know in the comments if this is where the Vietnamese army does their military presentations. Okay, so this is the actual mausoleum. You can't go inside. Oh well, on to the next place. Okay, so we're in front of a building. I'm not really sure what it is.
Museum.
Ah, it's the Ho Chi Minh Museum apparently. Okay, so it's a museum. Very big and grandiose. You are? Okay. So it's 10 to 6 in the evening. We've been walking for about an hour and a bit since leaving the mausoleum. We were looking for like a hot chocolate place, but there wasn't really a lot of cafes on our way back to the old quarters. So we've just decided to go and grab some food now because it's getting quite late. We don't want to eat too late. We're going to this place called Banh Mi 25, one of the best rated banh mi shops here in Hanoi. We did go to it. So today's Saturday, we went to it on Wednesday, I believe. And we got a beef and cheese and we got a chicken and cheese. Now, the chicken and cheese wasn't the best because the chicken was a bit funny, but the beef and cheese was absolutely amazing. So we're probably going straight over, Bubba. We're going to go there. We're going to grab a beef and cheese each, probably, and then we're probably just going to head back to the hotel. And yeah, I mean, it's absolutely hectic trying to walk. You can't really walk on the paths because the paths are used as fucking parking slots, or as you can tell here, they're used for the stalls. So the stalls just have all their stuff on the path, so you have to walk in the middle of the road. You have to try and miss other cars, other people, bikes, so you need to have your head on the swivel here. So we've made it to Banh Mi 25. Whoop. So they've got takeaway section, they've got 1 seated, 2 seated. When we came on Wednesday, we went into the seated. We only had to wait for about 5 minutes before someone left and we were able to jump straight in. As you can tell, the queue for the takeaway is quite long. But I'm hoping all these people are just waiting to get their food they've already ordered. So yeah, once it comes out, I'll show you and it'll be really good. Okay, we've picked up the sandwiches, the banh mis. Nikita's got them in the bag there, nice and secure. We are extremely hungry, so we cannot wait to tuck in We're just walking a bit towards the centre of the old quarter now where the lake is, to get a grab. Then we'll go back to the hotel. Okay, so here we have the Note Cafe. 4 stories. Here is the banh mi. It is a little bit soggy because it's been in the bag for a while, but nicely wrapped. Okay, so this is the inside. Beef.